motion? Is you active? Who be the real hunted? Who be the phone hit the fan? Who be the real function? Who be the real ones that come around when you're back against the wall and ain't got shit? Who be the real ones that got your back like the shell spitting out the mag on some good shit? Who be the real ones that come around when you're back against the wall and ain't got shit? Who be the real ones that got your back like the shell spitting out the mag on some good shit? Is you active? Keep it 100. When the funk hit the fan, do you really function? A lot of niggas talk, say they be with the shit. Never pull the trigger.
Yeah. All right. I'm shouting with my papers. What's up, Rich? All right, so I got a funny ass story I want to tell y'all. It's kind of embarrassing too. You know, it's nothing like getting your hopes up to get them motherfuckers like. So the story goes like this. My mom says, you have some mail. And it looks important. Because, I don't live with moms. So she like, this mail looks important. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, take a picture of it and send it to me. So she takes a picture of this mail. It even said important tax information included, right? So I get the letter, and then I get the letter part of it. It says something about a stimulus. Like I didn't get my stimulus. All I seen was January 14th was the day some issue in the amount of $1,400. And all I got to do is file my taxes. And I get it, right? So in my mind, I'm like, I want to surprise Drina. So I'm keeping this shit kind of like to myself. I feel like I'm holding on to a big secret. I'm about to get a stimulus that I didn't even know I had coming, right? So I'm holding this shit. We go to the casino. We get free rooms there, right? We both get free rooms every week. We don't use them all the time. But I stayed up all night trying to file my motherfucking taxes by myself. I tried to use TurboTax, USA Tax, Fed Tax. All I know is all I gotta do is just file and get this $1,400 stimulus. Yeah. So I give up. So now I got this burden. I done tried to file these taxes and failed, and they just holding on to my $1,400 like I'm a sucker or something. Shit. So I look at this paper again. I start reading it a little closer. It's a little bit. It's the word. It's like I don't know. It's like the words just jumbled to where I only saw what I wanted to see. So I called a number, right? They tell me, what's the name of the form? I give them the number at the bottom of the paper. She said, oh yeah, that right there. That right there is just for your tax information. I said, but it says I got $1,400 coming though. She was like, oh yeah. Did you get your third stimulus check? I'm like, yeah. She said, that's your third stimulus check. Like, that's just the record of the one you got last, like the last one. So if you want to report it on your taxes, that's just confirmation. So you can report it on your taxes. I was like, oh, I thought I came up. Man, I thought I had me old stimulus coming. All I had to do was file. It was ugly. It's all right though. It's nothing to a boss. Damn it. Ain't nothing like thinking you was about to come up and all of a sudden, bing! Bing! What's up, Grape Street? Grape Street is everywhere. I ain't gonna lie, Grape Street, you everywhere, man. I give it to you. Smoke Dog be trying to be everywhere, though. He be trying. He be up in that thing. But Grape Street, when you gonna come on live, though, man? When you gonna come on live? Shit, you got your real picture. Shit, come on. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. Hold on. Let me run a check real quick so we get to this other interview. I don't want to be too lit. For a Seti Nash interview. So I'm gonna burn one blunt with the nation, and then I gotta go over there and do my team. To see, Dirty Little Spunky tonight. He wasn't spunky the other night, and I'm gonna make sure I got my lighting right. What's up, my guy?
Please leave your message.
Dottie answered, shit, ran into a, please leave a message. Dottie, I'm gonna have to come on soon. I've been on Smoke's channel. Yeah, man. Damn. That's what happened when you try to unroll a backwood in minimal light. So we're gonna fix this. I done fucked off the whole thing. That's bullshit. Oh shit! We in high definition now. And with that new definition, I could clearly see I fucked this shit up. Clearly see. Well, I done fucked that one up. Ain't nothing like having to donate one to the game. Dirty, I respect you for connecting with my big bro Pumpkin. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's some real people out there. You just gotta find them. You gotta find them. And there's people that have had your same struggle. Like you seen when we talked when I went on his live, we could have talked all night. Because the experience were so similar. Just different state, similar experiences. I was able to talk to him behind the scenes and really get to see where he at. Man, YouTube is a big playground, man. YouTube is a big playground. So there is unlimited connections that you can make. Think of it like that. Unlimited. YouTube is like a fucking universe, like a space universe with different planets, hella stars. Just YouTube is endless. I'm convinced a person can live a YouTube life. A YouTube life. Like get stuck in YouTube universe because it's so endless. You quit, babe? Hey, Grape Street, you and Flavor Labs, I think y'all two been really trying to get me to rap. Why? That's like that shit, me rapping, That shit happens once in a great while. Yo,
Dirk, what's up?
I'm live.
Hey, bro. Start doing DoorDash. Do you have a license?
I'm live.
Oh shit. I'll talk to you another time.
So, as soon as I'm done, I'll hit you.
It's important. Hit me though. Real money.
All right, bet.
All right.
Shit, life changing. Damn. That's a great. Why do they do this? Hey, I'm live right now.
You need me to slide your way? I already know you on the bakery. I was watching it.
Yeah.
Come that way.
You want to do it in the morning or tonight?
Yeah, I ain't tripping. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get the stuff ahead of time, it's all good.
I'll just talk to you tomorrow since you're on the live, just in case. That's much later.
Yep. All right, hit you. I got it. Shit, life changing, man. I might do one before it's all said and done. Before this live is over, because it's gonna be over pretty quick, unless Big Bad come. Big Bad come. If somebody call Big Bad, then I can keep the live going. Actually, I could probably share it. I could probably share that live. I think I'm gonna do that. I can go live on the phone. And then have the computer still sharing it. Mm-hmm. What's up, Turbo? All right, I told my funny story. I told my funny story. Now, hold on. Oh shit.
This is all gonna be fucking wrong that he ain't even got the bread.
Oh.
It's like this nigga don't even got the fucking bread. I've been led and believed that this motherfucker had the money all along.
He must have started his shit at 7 o'clock. So 7:30 give us the time to finish this here. All right. Damn. Let's see. All right. Damn, once I get to busting, I get stuck in that mode. Grape Street. All right. He said he ready for this interview. So let's see.
If you need to file one or more state tax returns,
please, thank you. Appreciate it highly. I don't understand how the town bangers when we still live by it. Yeah, let's go. What up, Nash? I'm cool and I'm thugging. But either way that go, bro. It's gonna be a wrap. Dirty Weather, give me like 5 minutes, brody. Give me like 5 minutes. I got you, bro. Either way it go, if he go there with a public defender, pretender, bro, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be fucking bad. Because first off, you do understand that motherfuckers like the DAs, you're not the only case.
True, what's up, man? Good looking out on that super chat. I ain't seen one of them in so long. Shit, I'm blessed at it. He gave me $2.99. Good looking out. Good looking out. This is different what I'm about to do. I'll tell you. You know what? It's almost good. It's almost good to rap your songs. That's how I kept them fresh on the main line, by repetitiveness, constantly like rapping them. I ain't on that one. Let me see. Remember this one. There we go. This generation hit and went crazy. Gone off that water, coke, and Mac Dre's. Put a line on the mirror, snowed it up, let's get it. Me, I'm cool. If you got pot, I hit it. Everybody running around saying niggas, Samoans and white boys, Mahindas and even Asians niggas. Who would have thought it in the 90s? Sacramento's debate and everybody going hyphy. Get out of my way. It's full throttle. Standard issue was hollows. Back down, get cracked with a bottle. Bing, smashing whips up to date bottles. On schools is done. I'm a grown man now. I made it past 21. I'm trying to trade it in a set trip for a Hollywood script and buy a condo in that plaza downtown on the strip. But the streets call like PCS. I'm surprised I'm alive and ain't dead yet. I still got my morals, and again the cracking golden rule is this: the dead can't say shit, get your case dismissed. I'm in the streets inconspicuous, avoiding the light. Fuck with me when your mind right. I live a life of a thug, selling drugs, trying to grow up, but it is so tough cause I'm banging. You want me to quit for what? I done fell in love with the street corner I'm hanging. Live a life of a thug, selling drugs, trying to grow up, but it is so tough cause I'm banging. You want me to quit for what? I done fell in love with the street corner I'm hanging. Any instructions impeding in my progress is grounds for a lynching and a bunch of duress. I'm a youngster, fuck what the big dude say. Think you running shit cause you just got a Pelican Bay. I hugged the block in your absence and kept shit tight. Tell you saying put your dukes up like you wanna fight. That's old school. I pack tools and then quickly use them. Big homies taking little homies and trying to abuse them. You don't even snow powder. And you telling me to stop? What you think you running shit now? You thinking my pops? I'm out here in the movement doing it bigger than life. Exaggerating, shutting freeways down, going dumb and figure eight the shit that's going on. You ain't even relating. Your hype is outdated, man. The 80s is faded. Change is good, but it's real far. Mind your business if you got something to live for. I live the life of a thug, selling drugs, trying to grow up, but it is so tough cause I'm banging. You want me to quit for what? I done fell in love with the street corner. I'm hanging, live the life of a thug, selling drugs, trying to grow up, but it is so tough cause I'm banging. You want me to quit for what? I done fell in love with the street corner. I'm hanging. Man, I'm cool. My violent years behind like but that prison mentality got me feeling like what? I got no kids. If I die, my legacy's over. My grandma already gone, and my mom getting older. I just touched down after doing 10. Kissed the ground, said I'm never going back again. Not even a week out, and hard times is knocking me back. Homies won't give me no money, they offering sacks. All of a sudden, I look up and I'm in the swing of things. I done bought me a whip, and now I'm buying chains and rings. I think I'm slick, staying one step ahead of the cops. I'm riding taxis and U-Hauls to drop spots. Whole time under surveillance, many people was telling to the feds drugs I was selling. Got popped telling years what they gave me. Going back to the pen, I'll be old when I see the streets again. What's up with No Giddy? That's what's up. All right, so let's see if we ready.
Acting like this man didn't have a lawyer. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. He had a lawyer. The lawyer acted like a lame and backed out last minute. So when y'all keep on saying that crap, y'all acting like, damn, he couldn't find a lawyer from the beginning. No.
What did I walk into? Living room couch. Ripping.
Yes, Art Horn turned him down because it looks sloppy. It looked freaking sloppy, bro. And when I put that video out, I hate that it happened that way because you still should have went and played lawyer for him. When I did it the way that I did it, that stopped him. He had to come out and go, "Oh yeah, nah, I'm good." So now we don't know if. First off, you do know Art Horn ain't cheap. That's a good lawyer. That's a good man. From all accounts, that's a good man. So I'm not going to paint him as no terrible person. All right, cool. Give me, stay in the background, bro. Stay in the background. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't you hear me? Do not leave, bro. All right, thank you. Give me 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes. You know, we black, so I got to tell you, I'm pulling up even though I'm like halfway down the freeway. No, he had Art Horn, period. Smash some likes while up in here. We got 800 people. We need at least 700 likes. Do your business. Make sure you smash the likes smash the subscribe while y'all in here. Let me ask y'all this quick question real quick. Smash some likes while up in here. We got 800 people. We need at least 700 likes. Do your business. Make sure you smash the likes smash the subscribe while y'all in here. What I tell y'all Mimo should have did? Let me ask y'all this quick question real quick. When I tell y'all these artists be watching this channel, what did I tell y'all Mimo should have did? What did I tell y'all Mimo should have did? I said, Mimo, Wack don't run shit in Los Angeles County. He from the Valley. What did I tell y'all Mimo should have did? Y'all know who Mimo is. I said, Mimo, Wack don't run shit in Los Angeles County. He from the Valley. right now. I got video. Y'all know who Mimo is recording songs with right now? Some Grape Street Crips. Yeah, Mimo in Watts right now. I got video and photo confirmation of that. Hey, that is not me. What the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Hey, who the fuck is this? Hell no. Hey, that is not me. What the? Who the fuck is that? Well, with no further ado, I told y'all we're gonna get another. Hell no. Stick around, smash some likes. We're about to bring in another dope ass interview. If you like the Nate Dogg 916 interview, I guarantee you're gonna like this one too. We got Dirty Weather 916 in the building. 916, stand up. What's going on with you, Brody?
Man, what's happening with you, man? Glad to be on your show, man.
Man, I appreciate it. You got what that sweater is, man. What's going on? What up?
Man, look. The bakery is outside in the back. It's cold in this summer, bitch.
Look, I'm in the Bronx right now, so it is what it is. I'm in New York right now.
Oh yeah, you can't feel your toes.
Nah, it's like 40 degrees out here and everything like that. So let them know who you is, man.
Man, Dirty Weather 916. I'm a YouTuber. I got a show called The Bakery. I get high basically with the world every day. We be blowing. I know how said he feel about people that smoke weed. He said it. But at the same time, but I'm just saying, though, I know how you feel. It's all good. I am a weed consumer.
Listen. I don't smoke weed. I don't knock nobody who do. I just don't do it.
It's good for your mind, your body, and your soul.
Yeah,
but also real shit though.
I'm gonna put on. I feel out of place right now. Hold on. Let me do my thing. I feel out of place. Hold on.
Yes, sir. So real shit. I started my YouTube channel back in 2018. I just came home, and I basically had 2 years to go back and have a tune up and figure out what I did wrong the first time I came home.
Came home from where? Came home from where? For those who don't understand and don't know what you're talking about.
Old Folsom, I did 17, but I hit a lot of different pins. But when I came home to, from Old Folsom in 2018. The first time I came home was from Solano in 2013. So that little 3-year stretch, it was good training and things, but I had some shit I had to figure out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have pulled banger on old boy and had to go back. So anyhow, that's another thing, though. Yeah.
So where you from? Where you from, man? I told the people, Sacramento, but where you from in Sacramento?
Man, I'm from Del Paso Heights. I ain't never uttered another hood in my life. But I'm from Del Paso Heights, and mom's moved me. She moved to the South too. So no matter where I was in Sacramento, it's always Del Paso Heights.
So let me ask you this, because I love doing this one. Were you paid to be here?
Paid to be here? Not a chance. But you can slide. But but you can slide me an eighth though. That'll be.
Did you pay me to get on here?
Not a chance.
So there's people who don't know about Sacramento, and I try to tell people this all the time. Sacramento has gangs literally everywhere.
Everywhere.
You talk North Sac, South Sac, East Sac, West Sac, the midtown of Sacramento, and the downtown part of Sacramento.
There's nowhere in Sacramento that you can go that don't got some type of gang in the area, unless you out over by the college or something like that.
Because that's between the P and the E. That's kind of
talking about
interesting.
Yeah, that's about it. Even in the East, it's man.
That's crazy. I didn't think about that.
But the dynamics have changed over the years, though. It was where it was clear cut. You over there, we over there. It was like that, but it ain't nothing like that.
And for the youngins who don't know, what is the relationship between the El Paso Heights and the Strawberry Manors in the beginning phases? Not where it's at now, because that's pretty fucking highlighted. But before all the bullshit, what was those two hoods like?
Shit, before the bullshit, the Manors was the Heights. The Manors was the Heights. Without going too deep into it, because I know both the people, but shit, a situation happened. 2 people fell out. Somebody, mama's house got shot up, and that was the end of that being cool. And we went from walking home from Martin Luther King to next thing you know, we having to fight just to get across the bridge. Like if you missed the bus back in them days, it was ugly for you. Especially if you lived where I lived. I lived on West El Camino, so if you missed the bus, you gotta walk, by the Manors and then go over the hill and shit. Danger zone.
So, what was your eras? Was it 80s, 90s, 2010s, 2000s,
Nah.
or what was your era?
My era is the 90s, through and through.
And so, you pretty much got that history of kind of knowing the Heights and the Manors. And I try to tell the youngins all the time, like, bruh, the Manors used to be a part of the Heights. That's why y'all got family that's up over there.
I'm part of the era that was fighting with the Manors and didn't understand why, because it was the generation above us that started it. We just, we caught the back end of it. But that was just being from the Heights, though, in general.
And so some people like what we understand now opposed to before, because the city then got smaller and everything out of here. This whole dynamic between South Sacramento and North Sacramento, where you got hoods that beef, was that like that around that time?
Truth be told, it's a lot of people that's from the Heights that have family in Meadowview. And there's a lot of people from Meadowview have family in the Heights, and them ties was back in the 80s and the 70s and shit. Well, I was thought of.
And so for those, because the $1 million question gonna come up, what the question gonna be more than likely. Did the Manors ever have, because Sadie Nash been getting slandered over the net, that nigga fake, he ain't no crip, he a fake crip. Have you ever in your life ever met a Manor crip at all?
Man, I'm gonna tell you some real shit, and it's gonna be all facts. When I was in girls' school, I had a celly, right? His name was Marcus Weisinger, and he was a Manor crip. And on top of him being a Manor crip, there was 2 other Manor crips that was there in girls' school at that time. And what ended up happening to him is he ran away from the boys' ranch, and they found him in the levee the next morning. But that was really the first Manor crip that I had ever met. Now, had I ever met some outside of girls' school or being locked up? Nah, because Manors ain't my neighborhood to be going in. But yeah, I met 3 of them.
So one of the things is I grew up in the 90s too. That's my era. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The 90s and the 2000s and shit like that and everything like that. So, I try to tell people without disrespecting the shit out of people, respectfully, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I am Western. I grew up on Western. It's tattooed all on my body. I had this bitch since 17. But, you can't argue with the internet and these fake ass motherfuckers who claim they did the homework, which they didn't. They didn't grow up around us.
Mm-hmm.
I can put up a picture right now with some of the youngins that, niggas can put stories and videos of. I raised these niggas.
I think what people don't get is that's rare. It's rare. You gotta explain how rare it is to be a Manor crip for people to kind of understand it. Like if you did the odds, like 1 in 100, Manors would probably be 98.9% Bloods.
Yeah. Majority of them are Bloods. I will admit that 10 times out of 10, and I would never dismiss that in any type of way. But it's just niggas who don't know. And you come from technically the rival side.
Yeah.
Technically. But what I'm doing is I'm saying, fuck all that shit. I'm going to bridge this shit. It's grown-ass men having grown-ass conversation. And that's just what the fuck it is. So let me ask you this. And I always wanted to ask people this. When you got there, right, and I had a homie, in the Manors, it's a lot of blacks, it's a lot of Asians, and stuff like that. And so there's always conversations and shit like that. Yeah. And one of the things that he told me, he was like, yo, when you get there, man, you're going to hear people crying but eventually your ass is gonna cry up in that fucking cell. He said the toughest of the toughest motherfuckers then cries. So is that a real thing, or was he just saying that to scare us?
I think it's a little bit of both because I didn't think I was gonna cry. I sure the fuck didn't. Even when I hit the yard and they said how much time you got, and when I told them how much time I had, they said, "Nigga, you got a Buck Rogers date." Nigga, like remember like Danger Bill Watts, like nigga Buck Rogers date, 20,000, 20 whatever. So I mean shit, I manned up and figured this is gonna be my life for now, right? So I didn't cry until my first write-up was an attempted murder, right? I didn't try to attempt to murder nobody. But the way it ended was it was during the concert and we got on him, but because he had a knife and it was 3 of us and 1 of him, they hit us with attempted murder, right? So I'm thinking we just stomped him out. But I'm in the hole with one of the people that, we did the thing. Man, that motherfucker police came to the door with the write-up, the lockup order. He like, yeah. He was like, yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. My cellie got life without. He ain't never going home anyway. So, he was ready to put in that word. But he was like, but you got something to worry about. I was like, man, what I got to worry about? Shit, I ain't stabbed nobody. It was like, yeah, you getting the same charge they get, and they coming for your release date. Oh, yeah, you ain't never going home either. Man, yeah, I cried, right? But I think anybody would have cried. On real shit, I think anybody would have cried. So then I got in a cell with the homie Jimmy B, and he told me what it was like being in Pelican Bay, like up at the end of the world. That's what they call it, the end of the world. That nigga said he was watching BT, seeing all the stuff going on, all the people, the happy people in the world, because, in Pelican Bay, they got BET and Sports Center and shit up in that motherfucker. They ain't got that shit in all the prisons, but they got it up there. So that nigga was watching BT. He said just something came from the stomach. Just, he said, man, he said he had a good hard cry that came out of nowhere. He said, don't trip though, little nigga. You gonna have one? You gonna have one? I'm like, shit, nigga, I'm a gangster. I ain't crying. That was my, I felt that. I'm a young, shit. Next thing you know, one day, I think I smoked it was some good shit. It was definitely some good shit. But me and my cousin, I was in the cell with my blood cousin. We blew a blunt, right? That nigga went out for shower time. I stayed back in the cell. I was listening to Isley Brothers. And just in case y'all don't know, if you ever get a celly from LA, they gonna have your OD game stepped up. Like them niggas listen to some oldies like a motherfucker. So they had me on the Isleys. And man, I'm just telling you, it came out of nowhere. I had a hard ass cry, a realization like I'm 25. I ain't got a woman. I've been by myself. I've been thugging around these hard ass, criminal ass niggas. I've been putting it on the line, and I'm tired. I'm tired, right?
Right.
But I had to suck it up. So man, that cry came from my belly button all the way through my chest. Like I couldn't stop it. Like you could feel it coming. I just couldn't stop it, man. And by the time my cousin got back to the cell, he could tell something happened, but all he could say was, "You good, boy?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. But I ain't cried since though. I think that was enough. Well, no, I cried when my granny died, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, I cried when I heard her when mine died, but like that shit lasted for like 30 seconds, bro. And I don't know, I might need therapy or something like that.
So you be holding it in?
I don't think I ever accepted it. I ain't gonna hold you. I think when death happened, I don't accept it, or I slight weight might be out of my mind and shit like that. It's rare you ever see me squeeze a tear, even though my eyes kind of fucked up because they like super glossy and shit. So these motherfuckers would be overrunning and shit like that.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, right? There was a point where I was about to come home, right? And I went to see the counselor. And the counselor did something. He was like, I was talking to him. He was like, man, you don't know yourself. I was like, what you mean you don't know yourself? He said, you don't know yourself yet. You've been in here in prison. So you don't know yourself. You know what's up in here. I was like, okay. I said, so how do you know yourself? He did the little, I don't know, there's some people that's probably familiar with it where they put a dot in the middle of the circle, and then they draw a circle and a bigger circle and bigger circle. I didn't know what he meant with that, but he told me, man, there will come a point in your life where you can't even watch certain movies without crying. You can't even watch television shows. Like, you start to feel shit instead of being afraid. Like inside, man, we had to, what you said you might need therapy for, that was regular shit. Like the shit we seen up in there. I just told a story about like this stabbing, right, that happened in front of me and my step pops. And like, dude, man, look, dude stabbed this motherfucker like 40-something times, threw the knife over the wall, came back and started kicking this motherfucker after he had stabbed him up, right? But this shit happened right like 5 feet in front of, well, 10 feet in front of me and my step pops. And we cellies at this time. Man, that shit fucked him up so bad. And he way older than me. That shit fucked him up so bad, we didn't talk in that cell for like 2 days. We didn't even talk. And then when he broke his silence, he was like, son, I seen a lot of things, but son, that was savage, son.
Man, listen, that shit. I've never. For all those who don't know, I've never been to the penitentiary. I pride myself on that shit. So
That's
I'm not even
thing.
gonna pretend. I'm not gonna fucking pretend. I took penitentiary chances. Thank God I never got caught. I done been in some shit. Yeah, it is what it is. But let me ask you this: when you got home, right? Because you did 17 the first time, right?
Yeah.
And then you got out and did how much?
I was out for 3 years, and then about 2 weeks off of getting off parole, I caught another case. And that's
so
when
what the fuck happened?
Man, without going in too deep in it, let's just say
no details. I mean, just mindset. Like
just let's just go. I mean,
yeah,
pretty much, man. I lit a firework, and you can go on talk shows and see this story anywhere. You know, I get to that. But I lit a firework, and the motherfucker decided to come out his house and approach me, right? And this was a youngster. So when he started talking crazy, I'm like, where your parents at? Like, for real, where your parents at, man? I don't even know you, because I really didn't know him. He was a little scrawny white dude, right? So he kept talking, and I was using everything, peer conflict resolution, all that shit. But it didn't work. This motherfucker wouldn't back down, so I hit that motherfucker with the 52 fake like I was about to go. You know, I'm like, man, I'm about to go inside. I'll be right back. So when I go inside, this motherfucker go get some machete. He go get some machete. So if you get machete, you know what I'm gonna get. And I showed him the courtesy and just lifted the shirt up like, man, put that motherfucker down, because the person I was with, she go out and she trying to wrestle with this machete from the white dude. So, you know, I whip out. Anyhow, he throw that motherfucker down, I throw it. He come and he kept on woofing. That was that thing. Sometimes when you take off on a motherfucker, you hear that voice. Like, you hear it literally like, I'm about to hit this motherfucker. And show the fuck, I fired. And I went back to the yard. I'm telling you, I went back to the yard. We smoked, gunshots, all the shit. It wasn't like that literally, but I'm just saying. The mind frame, when that switch goes, nigga was on the Serengeti. Next to you know, man, look. Let's just say they wanted the gun. They didn't even charge him with shit. They wanted the gun for me. And that's all man. I'm the only person that got a charge in that whole case. So they sent me back. But the thing is, they knew I was in a situation like, what would you do? So everybody that had to see my case, like even my attorney was like, man, that's fucked up. I would have did the same exact shit. The same shit. But they ain't see it that way. Yeah, they wasn't trying to hear that. But the blessing in it all is that when I went in to take my deal, I had $1 million bail, right? And I asked for a reduction. That motherfucker said, your bail's I'll give you a reduction, $750,000, right? I was like, shit. I looked at my sister in the courtroom, you know that long ass look where you be like, That long ass look, I'm looking back like, yeah, it's over. It's over. That night, why I find out my bail was $75,000. Then I hit busting loose, got him 2 bands. And then I walked out the branch at 2 a.m. Nigga went to the bank, got the other 3 bands, gave it to them, nigga, and I went on a run. And Sacramento didn't see my ass for 6 months. I was down south.
So who picked you up?
Somebody I used to be with. Somebody I used to be with.
Was it regular police? Was it the marshals?
Oh, you talking about when it was all said and done?
Yeah. When it was all said and done, who picked you up?
So I'm in Seminole County, Florida. Actually, it's Altamont Springs. I'm going to the store, right? Because I didn't got my little touchdown, so I'm going to the store. I specifically need to have backwoods. I should have just settled for the fucking Swishers, but I had, so that made me go to one extra store. I go in there.
California niggas, too picky.
I'll tell you. I go in there. I didn't even get backwoods. I had to settle for some Swisher wraps or whatever. Man, so when I leave the store, I heard the alarm of a business that had been burglarized. You know that ding, ding, ding bell? I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. So as I'm passing by this shit, I see the police look at me and start trying to run along the Durango with hitting on them. I'm like, hell no, this can't be true. Now I'm already on the run. And I'm convinced I got a non-extraditable warrant, kind of. So by the time I even made it to the stoplight to turn left, them police surrounded me in the intersection like I shot somebody. Come to find out, a burglary had just happened right there, and the car matched the description of the car that I'm in. So these motherfuckers hit pay dirt and got lucky. And from there, Seminole County and Sanford, from there, I was there for about 7 days. 7 days. And they had me in maximum security, and I didn't even know I was in maximum security.
That's fucking terrible, bro. You know what's crazy, man? I'll never forget this. I was on Center Parkway and Mac Road. I had a green Lex, I had this fine-ass motherfucking girl with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a Lexus 300. Man, the police got behind me. Flashlights, when you see that red and blue and shit, and you like, what the fuck? And next thing you know, the doors fly. I never forget it, just fucking fly open. All I see is like this. I say, what the fuck going on? I drive her hands out the window. Man, open the door. Walk backwards, hands on your head. I start going hella slow. I'm like, this bitch ass thing is finna kill me. Man, when I get in the back, you start reading the screen and shit and everything like that.
And they got your whole history on that motherfucker.
Bro, it said a Lexus 400, black male, Hispanic woman.
That could have been in it. What? Wait, Hispanic woman?
Yeah, I said, what the fuck going on? The cop like, yeah, we got your ass. How you acting? I'm like, bro, that's not me. I don't know what the fuck going on. He like, yeah, no, you wasn't over here. I said, dude, look at my fucking ID. I just came from home.
Yeah.
Man, about 40 minutes later, they went ahead and released me. And the crazy part, I wasn't even mad at the police. I wasn't even mad. I'm looking at the bitch in the seat with me. I'm like, man, look at this shit. Like, these niggas set me up.
Hey, so if you want, man, as far as like, I think that people, they really want to know like certain questions. And I think I'm like the only person that could probably answer it. And well, actually, I can't answer it. I'd rather you answer it. They want to know, like, how did you become 60s?
So just like most motherfuckers in the Bay, we already know this, that come out from the Bay, rep our fucking gangs in the Bay, but from Sac. You know how hella niggas from Oakland shit come bang G Parkway.
Mm-hmm.
Or come bang motherfucking Oak Park or the Heights, especially the Heights. When they there, what is they? They're part of whatever gang in Sacramento. And then when they leave Sacramento, they go back and claim their shit. So when I was constantly coming through to LA, all I was fucking with was a 943 motherfucking zip code. That's it. I wasn't fucking with nobody else. Them was my niggas. So me constantly coming back and forth, fucking with them motherfuckers, it just was like, nigga, you already coming here. You might as well, nigga, get put on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it go. Now, anybody who say that ain't how it go, you a fucking lie. It is niggas right now from some notorious ass hoods in Sacramento where they name is, and I'm not shitting on cuz when I say this. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say cuz. But if you came out there from goddamn Florida, you came and you was banging some gang in the heights, niggas gonna call you Florida. Every nigga that came from Texas and repped the Sacramento gang, they was always called Texas. Niggas from Alabama was always called Bama.
And
So
niggas from California, everywhere else is called Cali.
Exactly. When I was out there in Mississippi, when I was out there in Louisiana, that was my name. My name wasn't no fucking Nash. It was fucking Cali. I ain't like it at first. I ain't gonna hold you. In Jackson, I didn't like it. In Baton Rouge, I didn't like it. But them niggas, when they find out what state you from, that's what they call you.
Hey, did you ever find yourself running somebody Cali place? Because if I ever was around somebody from Cali, I was like, where you at? Where you at? What's up with your Caliism? Like, where you from in California? I really be, I couldn't help it.
Unfortunately, yeah. But that's because I did car hauling.
Mm-hmm.
So I can look at some shit and be like, oh, Rialto. Oh, Inland Empire. Because it would never be some shit as simple as like Sacramento or Los Angeles. It'd never be that simple. It's like Elk Grove or Roseville or some shit like that. For those who from Northern California, from Sacramento, it's like looking at a motherfucker and going, your shit say Roseville or Elk Grove or Davis or West Sacramento or Rancho Cordova. It don't never fucking say Sacramento.
Nah. Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, so let me give my channel a shout out one more time, and then I'm gonna let you get back to the thing.
No, ask your question. I know you got a couple more. I know you want to get them out. Go ahead. You know how it go. We gonna kick shit.
Let's see. I want to know about your first video. Like, did you put your heart into that video, or what? Did you just scribble? How did that work out? Did you get lucky? Because they be saying sometimes in your YouTube world, niggas get lucky. Some niggas say they blessed, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure this shit out. How you come and in less than a year, you just skyrocketed past everybody.
All right. Which video is the question? The music video or the YouTube video?
The music video.
All right. So, and I'll tell Menace, because Menace don't even know this. Shout out to Compton Menace. That's my nigga, man. I got to talk to him later on and try to get him on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was this: Lil Wayne and Compton Menace put out this damn near a blood anthem. So if you listen to Compton Menace and Lil Wayne, I think Tiger might have been on there or whatever the fuck, and the hook was like blood, 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 blood. So I'm like, oh nigga, hold on, fuck this nigga, I'm banging. So at the point in time, I'm like, what's the mass appeal? What's the mass appeal?
Mm-hmm.
I already dropped the song where it was slight way where I kind of shouted out, that neighborhood shit. I was like, catch me up in these streets rolling like the 60 C's. Don't nobody fucking say no shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, nobody say no shit like that. It's a song I did. I think it dropped in 2009. It's called Get Down on the Ground. So for those of you who want this motherfucking history for the shit I'm speaking, check Setty Nash, Get Down. Song came out, I think, in 09. Either way go, or 2010.
So the video at the Turkey Bowl, what school was that?
So the video at the Turkey Bowl really was a response to them niggas putting that song out. What it was originally, why the song is so long, what cats don't know is it was supposed to feature Chuck One, was like my big brother right there. T Nutty, who like a big brother, and Lil Face. Lil Face, me and Lil Face was cool and everything. He took a shot at me, but it was on some competitive shit. I took it the wrong way. I just stopped hollering at the nigga. But I didn't take it as disrespect. But I'm like, damn, nigga, why you shitting on my shit? But it was some competitive shit, and I took it the wrong way. Either way it goes. So shout out to Lil Face. But what it was that it was supposed to be Seti Nash featuring T Nutty, Chuck One, and Lil Face. But none of them niggas hit me back.
Lil Face. His dad is Big Face.
From Valley High Crib.
Robert.
I don't know Cuz real name. You know, niggas got aliases. I ain't never finna. I didn't know.
That's my that was my best friend growing up.
Yeah, I don't know Cuz real name. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know Cuz real name at all.
Yeah. That's
So
my guy.
if his name is Robert, it's Robert. I know he's 6500 Valley High Crib.
Yeah, and been that way for a long time.
Yeah. But he always been cool with me. I ain't never had no static with Cuz. I just didn't like when he took that shot at me, but it was on some competitive shit. And he might feel like he didn't take no shot at me.
That was so what's the most recent music you made?
I did this song called Glorious Purpose. And Glorious Purpose was it was a diss towards somebody who was talking shit. So that's why I put band performance on that shit. So I did a song called Glorious Purpose that was shot in a manners, and it was just like, if you watch the handshakes on there, it tell you a lot without telling you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't really want to throw handshakes in there, but fuck it. When you in Sacramento, the universal Crip handshake is like this, right? When you in South Central, shit like that handshake right there means something else, and then how we do it is something completely different. But that was a whole entire response to a motherfucker who was talking about shit he don't know about. But that was a shot towards like 3 motherfuckers. So when I did Glorious Purpose, I'm like, I don't remember what I said. I like Sacramento Seti Nash, LA is Seti Nash. What you talking about, homie? And Brick Walk and Crash. You know, that was a shot at a couple of niggas because, like I said, they were speaking on shit. I get why one person was talking shit because we in amigos. It makes sense for him to talk shit, make up lies, and spread all of that shit. That's perfectly fine. For him to do it on just some South Central shit. But the other 2 niggas, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, shut the fuck up. Either way it go, where you niggas claim, y'all claim, we can thug out there. One nigga can't even go there. The other nigga, you not even in the United States. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And you ain't do your homework on me at all. Because if you did, you wouldn't have said the dumbass shit you said. I've been throwing up the letter C since 9 years old. Since the fucking 90s.
Let the record reflect. I don't know who he talking about.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to keep it subliminal because them bitch ass niggas ain't getting no fucking shout out on my shit. This shit about to do 10,000 views and them fuck boys ain't getting on none of this shit I do. And I try to spare niggas. I try to call niggas before they said anything. But it's like, bruh, what you trying to do is make headlines. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Nigga, you from South Sacramento. You don't know shit about North Sacramento. So shut your bitch ass the fuck up. And the niggas you talking about, every nigga that you said on your shit, I can call these niggas and they can tell you who the fuck I am.
You might as well shit.
Nah, I ain't saying that nigga name. He's a bitch. Shit. My cousin already whooped this nigga ass, so I don't have to say cuz name. And the other nigga is not from where he say he from. You not from my section. You just shot a video in Sacramento. If you such the nigga of my section, why don't you go have 10 niggas behind you? Because I for sure can do that.
Hey, are y'all from different eras?
Yeah. Because he's from like 20 years later. He started claiming this shit when he was like 23, 24. Like 23, 24, 25 or some shit like that. And his big homies is all younger than him. So, you know, it makes sense. But, you know, the nigga was already like Seti Nash been a Crip since forever. So it was just like, why are you like, I couldn't be that way, nigga. Like, what the fuck? But, you know, I mean, I ain't trying to drag you into it, but even a real nigga from northern Sacramento know what you're talking about is fake as fuck. Like, it just is what it is. You're trying to get on with this fake ass shit, trying to act like you somebody that you truly not.
Mm-hmm.
And my little cousin was the reason I reached out to the nigga and did songs with the nigga, because my little cousin told me, hey, big cousin, fuck with this nigga, fuck with this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 songs that we did do, they got my motherfucking cousin on the track.
Y'all got songs
You see what
together?
I'm saying? Huh?
Y'all got songs together?
We did 2 songs together because my little cousin said do the shit. You know what I'm saying? My little cousin was like basically like, hey, fuck with this nigga and all this other shit and everything like that. That's why I did it. Other than that, I never knew that. I didn't even know the nigga claimed the same block as me. I never seen this nigga day in my life.
Was y'all in the studio together, or did you do yours one day?
Yeah,
and then he did
niggas got to come to the studio together. Yeah.
So that was
But if my cousin tell you cool, I got no reason not to believe my little cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how that go.
So when you left the Manors and you went to LA, how long did it take before they was like, bro, you need to come on home?
The sack?
No, I'm talking about the 60s. When you left.
Oh, nigga, that was shit. That was like 2-3 weeks in that motherfucker. Because it's only so long you gonna be a hang around. It's only so long that a nigga gonna be like letting your ass just fucking hang around that motherfucker before they be like, so Kara, what you finna do?
Hey, you know how them LA niggas get it. They gonna be like, yeah, nigga, we think it's about time for you to come on home, young homie.
Like Scooby was like, cuz I ain't gonna try to make the nigga out to be no monster no shit like that. But essentially it was just like, let me do it in a nice way. Why the fuck not? If these niggas catch you out of bounds, they don't give a fuck about none of that Sacramento shit. You can holler, oh, I'm from Sacramento. Nigga, hey, nah, you been running with these niggas. We finna teach your motherfucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. But, you know, certain niggas can't say when they been in their section, they got their put-ons. My shit came in 2008. I got my put-on out that motherfucker. And if I'm off, it's only 2009. But either way that go.
I would say that as a California nigga that's been to a lot of states, if you literally fuck with a hood long enough, you're going to be Cali that fucks with that hood. That's going to be who you is.
If you fuck with a hood long enough, you're guilty by association. Oh, you back. Go ahead.
So I say that to say that that's universal. Shit. You be able to be around a certain group of niggas long enough, they gonna label you and put you right there, and it's gonna be in Cali and everything that embodies Cali, and you gonna be a part of them.
Exactly. But you know, certain cats that ain't never. What happened is though, I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of these niggas go out to certain places, they go hang out with their cousins, but they stay in the house. Or they try to hold it down and rip their set and all that shit. But at the end of the day, you keep hollering this shit, it sound like you swaying away from the folk.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sound like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna bring whatever street from whatever city. I'm gonna bang. I'm gonna just be nice. I'm gonna bring. Fucking with these niggas from dark side out here in San Diego. Eventually, them niggas gonna go, well, you keep on fucking with these niggas. You one of these niggas, and we don't give a fuck what you hollering. You gonna get treated like these niggas.
Mm-hmm. But normally, in real shit, normally how it happens, though, is you go someplace, you fuck with your cousin, and then you constantly coming around, and they gonna get at him, and he gonna be like, shit, holla at him. And if it's a go, shit, you gonna be with them. And they just gonna remember that he brought you in.
And plus, I'm slight weight off, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm slight weight off. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I slight weight love that shit. When I was, you know, going with my people out there in BR shit, that was the shit that made me say, man, fuck this. Fuck this. Because them niggas is one with niggas right across the street from them. I never seen no shit like that. Never. Nigga, your mortal enemy is a nigga across the street from. I'd never seen that shit in my fucking life. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this?
So let me ask you this. How did you become so knowledgeable being from Sacramento and LA? How did you become so knowledgeable about the goings on in Chicago?
If I told the truth on that, it's gonna fuck up a lot of fucking links between Sacramento and Chicago. I'ma just say, for those in the rec who know, and for those in Sac who know, them cities is a lot more connected than what people would like to believe. I can only answer it that way because anything else I say, that's gonna let a lot of these bloggers make these fucking conclusions that one already made who didn't know what the fuck he talking about.
Well, I think that's a beautiful thing coming because Sacramento's really not that big. Sacramento is really actually small and very connected. So I think for you to have the mind frame where you thinking universal like that, that's a good thing.
One of the funny parts is the song that I did when I first dropped the video coming back was a song called Thug Out. And I was chilling in Chicago, and that song literally is not a California song. It's a fucking Chicago song. And the funny part is, before I even jumped off doing this YouTube opinionated shit and everything like that, I had already said that shit. Like, everything that I'm telling y'all right now, there's already documented history of all of this shit. So the song Thug Out, that was really a fucking Chicago song. Now, the beat definitely wasn't no fucking Chicago beat, but all them lyrics and shit like that, that was all from me just kicking it out there in Chicago like that.
Shit,
and like I said, I'm gonna go out to Chicago and do some music videos and shit like that. Not to be tough for no shit like that or anything like that, but specifically to show niggas I really fuck with them niggas and shit like that. Because I brought Chicago artists onto my shit. Like, it's a couple cities I really fuck with.
Are you able to say what artists you fuck with? Because I know Chicago kind of like clicked up. So are you able to say that?
Nah, I can't do that. Can't do that. That's like this. Hey, my nigga, I'm finna go out to Sacramento and I'm finna fuck with Mozzie and his whole crew. Or I'm finna go to Sacramento and fuck with CML and his whole crew. That's exactly what that's gonna sound like.
Yeah.
So, nah, I can't really do that, but the music is coming.
Man, the Underground Railroad is real.
Something like that, because, like, Chicago I fuck with, Philadelphia I fuck with, but the funny part about Philly is I've donated thousands of dollars to a boxing gym in Philly. A lot of motherfuckers don't know that, but I've donated money to these motherfucking songs, to these cities. The fucked up part is, bro, Philly, it's either Philly or Houston right now that has the most fucking murders, man. And it's like, damn, am I doing enough? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do I do more? Because I was talking to my homie and I was telling him, you know, there was two people who, and I don't know if you ever heard, well, you'd have been locked up around this time, but there was two people who donated time, money, and materials to the kids at a 95838. I'm just gonna put it that way, right?
Yeah.
So it's two NBA players. One name is Chris Webber, the other name is motherfucking Bobby Jackson, right? Chris Webber never showed up. He donated them Dada shoes, him and Latrell Sprewell and somebody else. He donated some Dada shoes. He put his face on a videotape and sent it to the lady, sent the representative with them shoes and everything like that, made our day. Everybody in the Heights and in the Manors and in the Flats and in the Thomas was wearing Dada shoes that whole fucking year.
Yeah. After that shit with his restaurant, he was gone, huh?
Right. But here's what's crazy, right? The other one, Trenches Talk, what's going on, Brody? The other one is Bobby Jackson. Bobby Jackson showed up, fat ass Escalade on 24s and shit like that and everything. Hopped out, played with the kids, went to the office and shit in the Rob and all that. Came back outside. Truck wasn't there no more.
Oh, hey. That was my guy that did that. I'ma just say he wasn't black.
So there's two ways you can do this shit. You can either show up and show out, or show out and don't show up.
Man, them Asians is crazy, boy. I tell you.
You know, everybody knew the Asians did it off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I get down. Like, hey, thug, listen, nigga.
Hey, do you know what happened when the Kings came to Martin Luther King Junior High? And for y'all that don't know, that's the junior high that both the Heights and the Manors go to.
I graduated from Martin Luther King, for those who don't know. The other nigga he never been there. But nah. What year was this?
91. Spud Webb. This is when Spud Webb played for the Kings, and there was a couple other players, right? But our school was rowdy. We so rowdy. If two niggas is fighting, it don't matter who hit the ground first. You getting stomped. It don't matter if you like you not. That's how we was doing on the blacktop. But so Spud Webb get to acting like he about to dunk, because back then. He was like 5'6", so to see him dunk was amazing. This nigga got back like he was about to dunk. The whole assembly going, dunk, Spud, dunk, Spud, dunk. This motherfucker go do a layup, right? So they try to tell us to sit down while they leave. Hell no, it's 2 doors to exit. That motherfucker Spud Webb got trapped in the middle of the hallway, pummeled, took his shoes off. Nigga, if you ever seen a grown man, no matter how small or how big he is, just say, get off me! Nigga, the whole crowd backed up. And that 1-2 seconds, he took that shit and hit the fence and was gone. Kings never came back to Martin Luther King Junior High.
Yeah. Hey, I can't admit, but I know who fucked up his little shit. He tried to get the little slick on the side. He tried to get that blowout kick, and she fucked it up and burnt his edges. Yeah, that was some Sacramento shit. I know, I know somebody who the person for the reason for fucking up his shit like that. But yeah, I believe it. Shit. Hey, look.
Damn, nigga, I forgot all about that shit. That nigga really did have that side was whooped. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I might know the person who did that,
Hey, so for the record, you carry Sacramento with you wherever you go?
Every time, bro. I started actually putting more on for Sacramento more than Los Angeles, because I'm like, nigga, we got hella niggas that's putting on for LA. I ain't too many niggas putting on Sac. That's why if you kind of notice, I've kind of slight weight been kind of backing off a little. Nigga already know who the fuck I am, so it's like I don't really gotta say shit. Like my hardest album cover is me standing on 60th Street with the blue bandana and the pistol. If you don't figure that out, don't be Sherlock Holmes or play cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been trying to put on more for this blacktop over here, and when I'm done putting on for fucking Sacramento, I'm gonna put on for the Bay. So I'm gonna go do a whole Northern California motherfucking, how can I say this the left way? A whole Northern California tour before I take it down there to LA and Compton and Inglewood and motherfucking Linwood and Long Beach and Watts, you know what I'm saying? And San Diego. Before I do all of that shit, I want to make sure that I at least put on for Northern California, because I look at it like this. I put on for all of California, LA and Sacramento specifically, but I'm working towards making sure that California is setting names. You know what I'm saying?
That's important, because then people can see the difference. Like you bridging the gap. Like it's a difference between people from Northern California and people from Southern California.
Definitely. And that was night and day.
I would say literally niggas in LA they got a little bit harder. Cause like if you can jump your back fence, go across the alley and be in a whole nother neighborhood, like it's rough.
Hey, 2 rights and 1 left, you in a whole nother sector.
Man, I'm telling you.
If niggas only understood, I was doing a reaction video to a video that C-Mac did, and he over there talking, I'm like, yeah, this shit small as fuck. As soon as I said that, like 10 seconds later, niggas like, yeah, because this motherfucker small as shit on hood. I'm like, these niggas really think LA is just some big ass city. It really ain't.
Mm.
Like, niggas don't put on for all of this. They put on for certain sections. So
I think Sacramento will probably be the equivalent in like at least like 3-4 LA cities. Because the ones I'm talking about, the ones that are close together.
Yeah. But it's just kind of like it's just kind of interesting, right? Because I've been, and Nate Dogg told me, I told him this the other day. I'm like, man, I'm thinking about leaving Sacramento. He's like, do it. Like, go. Like, nigga, go. The fuck on. Like, nigga, go. Like, what you waiting on?
I'm gonna tell you, and this was a rumor I heard. It wasn't a rumor, it was facts. When I first came home thinking I was gonna be the next hardest rapper known to man, look. I'm gonna say motherfucker told me, if you want to grow, you gotta go. Period. Like, you gotta literally ignore everything that's going on out here. Take your mind out of here and implant it somewhere else if you think you're gonna have a chance at music. And that turned out to be straight facts, because I couldn't think of nobody that had blew up in Sac and stayed. Even Sebo had to network back in the days and leave Sacramento.
Yeah, and Sebo is fucking Tupac's favorite rapper. For those who don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get Cocaine back on here. We're gonna do a live stream with him too, so y'all can find out about who Tupac actually was, opposed to motherfuckers just speaking on him. What cats don't know about Ceddy Nash is, I got a whole lot of fucking connections in motherfucking Los Angeles, in Los Angeles County in general. So yeah, I know like motherfucking DJ Battle Cat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Can call him right now and everything like that. Now my section down there, he's from there. You already knew who the fuck I was.
That's a blessing. That's in a short amount of time. How long it's been?
Yeah. So, it's just one of those things. But let me ask you this. With how your channel going right now, what's the message that you constantly want to make sure that people pick up when you get to spilling what you're spilling?
Man, the message that they get from me is that there's a story to my channel. Like, my channel, when it first started, I was homeless. I was living in my Durango using Wi-Fi from Walmart, telling stories, going through a tough ass situation, and this was my only outlet, telling prison stories, talking to a phone. And then after I went on Steve Wilkos and Divorce Court, I wanted a place where everybody could come and, finish hearing my story. Because after doing 20 years total, like, to see me here, I don't look like you wouldn't know I did that many years unless I told you. So, right. And so that's why I said earlier, when I went back and I needed a tune up, that's really when I came with what I wanted to do. And that was YouTube. Because I had already been posting like stuff back in the days, but taking it serious, I didn't do that till 2018. And it started with just stories, and it evolved from there to a community of a lot of weed smokers and a community of people that I think we're all connected by something. And if it ain't weed, it's something else. It's the camaraderie. So my channel's at 7,500 subscribers and growing. So the message you're going to see a lot of real individuals from all walks of life. Ain't this you're going to see a Crip, a Northerner, a Southerner, a Bulldog, an Asian, a dude in Ireland, Australia, the whole world. I sought to connect and make it smaller. And and I do that through the bakery every morning, 8 and 8.
So it's not just a black-white thing. It's not just it's everybody can come up over there, or it's predominantly like what we preaching, what we doing.
It's different any given day of the week. You might come on and it might be all white boys or white men. You might come on, it might be cousin them. You might come on and it might be all Mexican. It might be Big Bad and Smacks and Matt Moonbeam. So it's never no telling who gonna be on that show. And then we filter in like the guests. I'm connected with a lot of big YouTubers, so it don't matter the number. It don't matter the number they got. It's about your presentation. and I bring them in, and I've been connecting and bridging gaps since I've been in this YouTube game, and like this morning, that was a good example of I think doing that.
Yeah, because you had connected me and Cuz to some shit. I'm thinking like, you know, you knew that me and him already knew each other through the streets. I didn't know you didn't know that. We didn't already had conversation. He claimed what I claimed, so we already had to make that connection a whole while ago. You know what I'm saying? Because you put cards and shit like that. But
shit, I see the ends on the move.
yeah, you know, it gang it out back, but it is what it is. So let me shut up. Let me stop, man. So with all that being said, man, what should they expect from you tomorrow? When they tune into you tomorrow, when the visionaries run over there tomorrow, what can we expect? Give them a little taste of what they're gonna get for tomorrow.
First of all, if you smoke, have your utensils. Be prepared to meet new people that ain't judging you at the door. Be prepared to hear about my day, because I'm going to definitely tell you about my day. I got what's called a 20-minute rant, where I open up the bakery and I just, and I talk and just basically say how I feel. And then from there, I open the floor, and then everybody is welcome to come on in. And there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of heads in there, and you can extract what you extract, but a lot of it is positive. I just am not going to be the one to be like, positive, and I'm sitting here with a blunt in my hand, so I ain't gonna be that. But I'm meat.
What time do it pop on?
8 o'clock Pacific. 8 o'clock Pacific.
So that's 11 East Coast, 10 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Mountain Time. That's for y'all Phoenix and Utah and everything like that. Everything.
That's that. That's that truck driving lingo right there. Shit, this nigga broke down the time zones.
11 o'clock East Coast time. If your ass in Dallas and shit like that and everything, Birmingham, Alabama, all of that Tuscaloosa, Jackson, Memphis, and all that. Your time to check in, and even Chicago and everything. That's 10 a.m. 9 o'clock for them goddammits that's out there. And the mountain time and everything like that, because y'all count too.
Man,
Yeah,
if you don't want to come in on the panel, you can just be a fly on the wall and just watch what we do. This ain't nothing new. We've been doing this, so you're getting a glimpse into a whole nother world. So I appreciate all the people that come through and check us out, man. Dirty Weather 916. Dirty Weather 916. And we ain't even get into the being on Steve Wilkos and Divorce Court and Big Herc interviews, and we ain't even get into that.
We gonna do that soon. We gonna get it back going.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, let me
bring you back now. Trust me, we gonna bring you back, because I'm gonna definitely do that one, because I know they're gonna want to hear about that shit. Because when I heard about it, I was like, oh shit. So but I feel like, honestly, praising that shit differently, so then when we drop your shit, the channel and everything like that, and the namesake and everything, for shit show. But I appreciate you, Brody. I got 6 more minutes on this bitch, and I gotta jump on to another one, because the homie just hit 100,000 subs, so I'll make sure to go get over there and put my face card on that shit too.
Stamp it.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Shout out to all your subscribers.
Definitely. Y'all make sure y'all go fuck shit with Dirty Weather, man. That man is dope as shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you, Brody. I got 6 more minutes on this bitch, and I gotta jump on to another one, because the homie just hit 100,000 subs, so we'll make sure to go get over there and put my...
I forgot. I damn near forgot I was live and shit. Damn near forgot I was live. He live with Shetty. It's delayed. Big Lazy was chatting with the homie Big Squabble. End zone. Her King Yellow Mama staying sack. Fact. I think dude's full of shit. Mm-hmm. See, a lot of people was coming from that line. And coming over here like, oh shit, he was live the whole time. Oh shit. I see Dynamite. That means it's all bad. Time to go. How about y'all in the AM? Dirty. So I watched the whole thing. That was cool, but except the delay was kind of weird. Well, good looking on Washington. I was about to leave until I realized something. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Crazy stories. Nick. There's the link. I'm going to share the link till somebody hit it. Mm-hmm. Are you set tripping that say?
What?
You set tripping that say?
She's on. What's good?
Why you ain't showed up at the Dirty Nation, huh?
What do you mean? I was there today.
No, the Dirty Nation been live for an hour and a half, that say.
Oh, okay, you're leaving.
Yeah, Simone.
Are you still on or what?
Yeah, Simone. Ducha. Porfas. Damn it. I'm always a fly on the wall, Dirt. Your morning shows help me get through my work and daily times. I know you're going to blow up one day, man. Whack Dizzle. Link is posted. Big bad. I'll send mine's whack right back to you. All right, man. You got 5. All right, man. Forget that. I'm out of here. You gotta at least come in so I can.
My fucking internet was lagging. I'm barely pulling it up right now. There you are. I got it.
This nigga Nick sent me 5 texts while I was live. Big Bad, you got about 60 seconds. want to jump on the live with us. I don't think I can do that one, bro. All right. Big Bad, I gave you a chance. Gave you a chance. I'm out of here. I will holler at y'all in the morning. Dirty. Gone.